Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exclusive interview. I'm Chantel Brown, and today I'll be speaking to FC Barcelona basket new forward, EuroLeague winner, and 2019 Final Four Will Clyburn. Hi, Will. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Oh, that's great. Now, I want to first ask you because you've lived in so many different basketball cities. What has surprised you the most about Barcelona so far off the court?
Um, to be honest, obviously the city is well known, spoken for, and is a great place to live. Obviously, team wise, off the court, they treat you well where you don't have to worry about anything but basketball. So it's always a plus when you're going to a team and going to play basketball. Just the outside stuff is always taken care of.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, Barcelona is a beautiful city, so I can just imagine. Now, what part of your game says the most about you as a person?
Probably my selflessness. I feel like I'm at a point in my career where I've done a lot, and now I'm just kind of want to help the other guys and kind of just want to just win because that's kind of the only thing that really, at the end of the day, at the end of your career, towards the end of your career, that you want to do and kind of accomplish.
Well, speaking of that, 10 years from now, how do you want persons to maybe look back and describe you as a person, a teammate, and even a player?
That I was the life of the locker room. I always had a smile on my face no matter what was going on. That's kind of one of the big things I stand by no matter what's going on. I kind of always had the smile and always kind of bring joke to even bad situations. So I hope a lot of people kind of remember that about me.
Did you have a basketball icon or idol growing up? And if so, who was that?
Uh, Growing up when I was younger, it was obviously my father at first, but as I've started watching the game, learning the game, I was a big fan of Kevin Durant. Just his size and the way he was able to do on the basketball court at that level, at that size, it was unreal. So it would probably have to be him if I had to pick anybody.
Okay, well, good shouts. I mean, looking at the chapter you're in right now, why FC Barcelona Basket? What did the club present to you that made you say, yes, this is exactly where I need to be in this chapter of my life?
You know, the first conversations we've had were they wanted me a long time ago. Obviously, I was under a contract and I had just signed a 2-year deal right before they came into the picture to try to come get me. So it was just I felt like it was faith. It needed to happen one way or another. Uh, Obviously, I liked what they were building here. I liked the players they had last year. Obviously, they were one shot away from making the Final Four. So I kind of wanted to be a part of that and kind of help as much as I could to kind of get them over that hump as well. And who says no to FC Barcelona? To be honest, the club is legendary. So it was kind of a no-brainer there.
Definitely. I mean, you're right. Who says no? In a team with high ambitions, where do you expect your impact to be felt the most? Is it through shot creation, late game shot making, or just locker room leadership?
I think just my presence on the floor is always going to help. Um, Obviously, they have a lot of talented guys, Toko, KP. And when I first signed here, when I talked to the team, my first thing was I wanted to take pressure off KP. I know a lot of teams are kind of targeting him as the scorer, and they're putting their best defender on him. So I kind of wanted to come in and kind of had to load off him and whatnot, and kind of put pressure on the floor that, like I said, maybe they didn't have last year, but just want to help us whatever I could, really, but just to take the pressure off some of the guys.
Well, I want to touch on El Clasico just for a moment because, I mean, that's one of the maybe one of the biggest rivalries. And I'm pretty sure that you've played in different rivalry before. But what makes El Clasico different for a player on the floor, and which matchup or moment in that game you're already circling?
To be honest, I haven't really seen too many El Clasicos in person. I've only can see them on TV, and you don't really get the same vibe as when you're there. So obviously, you always have to be a part of those traditions of those rivalries, and it always means a lot to the team, the organization. So you kind of just adapt to it, and it kind of gets you going. But it's always fun when you can have a rivalry like that. If I had to circle a moment or matchup or anything like that, I probably couldn't right now. But I'm pretty sure when the game comes, I'll be excited for it.
Definitely. After all you've achieved, I mean, EuroLeague winner, making that Final Four back in 2019, what keeps you hungry? What keeps you going at this stage?
Probably that same feeling from 2019. I feel like it was an unbelievable feeling to win that title that year, and it always leaves you kind of wanting more and more and more. So that kind of what keeps me going. I feel like that's the only thing that kind of really builds legacy when it comes to leaving your name in some type of league or something like that. So winning usually always leaves legacy. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for.
Well, this one might be a tricky one, but how will you measure a successful season if the stat line isn't the headline?
Uh, if my stat line isn't the headline,
Yeah.
or uh, I don't think I would measure it as a disappointment. I feel like I've already achieved everything I could in the EuroLeague uh, with what the accolades I've accomplished. So like the stats and whatnot, it really doesn't bother me much because I know what I've already done in this league. So yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. It won't even tickle. I don't even.
I
Yeah.
mean, fair. You've said it best. You've already achieved it all that you could in your league, to be fair. Before we wrap up, though, I have a sentence that I want you to complete for me. Well, define the season in a sentence. So you're going to complete the sentence. If FC Barcelona
Okay.
does blank consistently, we can lift the trophies this year.
You could say a lot about that one. Uh, if Barcelona stays consistent throughout the season, we can lift the trophy. I think that's the biggest thing. Consistency and kind of showing up every day is kind of the biggest thing, and probably the hardest thing you can do during the year is just stay consistent throughout the year. And obviously, a lot of games, a lot of travel, and it's hard to keep that consistency. But if it's one thing that kind of does that and kind of takes you to the next level, it has to be consistency.
Well, definitely. Well, we'll be keeping a close track of that because FC Barcelona Basket is a great team, and I'm wishing you all the best for this season as well.
Thank you very much.
And thank
Hopefully
you.
we all get the same thing.
Yes. Thank you so much
Hopefully.
for joining me today, and hopefully we can speak to you very soon again.
Anytime. Anytime.